with a breaking news alert.
10 breaking news out of Traverse City, a stabbing spree at a Walmart leaving 11 people injured. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rudolph Sinaida. If you're familiar with Traverse City, this is the Walmart right off US 31. All of this unfolding around 5 p.m. today. We did get an update from the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office tonight. Here is what we know right now. As I mentioned, 11 people currently being treated. 6 of the victims are men, 5 women. At least 3 had to have surgery tonight. Police have identified the suspect as a 42-year-old man. We're also learning he used a folding knife in this attack. A motive still unclear. Now, as you can imagine, frightening moments for both shoppers and workers inside.
So we got to address the elephant in the room, right? The elephant in the room is, how did he stab 11 people? Like, was this a blitzkrieg where he just attacked 11 people in a crowd, bow, bow, bow? Or was this at different points in the store? Like, was he catching people by themselves and like assassination creed style, where he stab you and then he moves on to the next one, you're incapacitated? Like, I have to know, how did he pull that off? Because don't people be armed in Walmart? He didn't shoot people. This wasn't a mass shooting. This was a stabbing. I know I be having my, well, let me not even say nothing. But I would think that there's people in Walmart who are concealed carrying. But let's continue.
Inside that Walmart, I spoke to one employee over the phone tonight who told me she and others were running for their lives.
I heard just people crying and calling their family, like their loved ones.
20-year-old Walmart employee Anna Luke says it was chaos all around Saturday evening. She was inside the Traverse City location when a 42-year-old male suspect began stabbing people inside the store.
So I was just at register, and all I hear is run. Someone's got a knife as I'm cashing out someone at the register.
Police arrived in minutes to a horrifying scene. A Good Samaritan is believed to have helped with the apprehension of the suspect. That suspect confirmed.
Dang, so she was just at the register. And even though the police arrived in minutes, you have to think that's got to be confusing. That's like the worst place for something active like this to be going on in a Walmart. Like when you get in there, you don't know who's got the knife. That's the most menacing part about it. Like you don't even, well, hopefully they gave a description, but it's still a lot going on. There's a lot of people. I'm sure there were people probably running out, right, in crowds. He could have easily snuck out through the crowd. It's just a lot going on. Even if you get there pretty early, you got to think about who's injured, right? Do we get to them first? But at the same time, there's still a threat somewhere in here. And ideally, we don't want him to get too far because he can just, it's just like those pranksters, right? They'll go to a Walmart and get kicked out of that Walmart, and before they can get trespassed, they just go to the next Walmart three miles down. So he can go to the next one, or maybe he can even get crafty and cunning. And he could say, yeah, you think I'm the Walmart slasher. I'm going to Target. And now he's just unpredictable. God forbid he goes to a Lowe's or a Home Depot. There's no pinning him down at that point. But this is not funny, but this is crazy. So let's see what other information they got here.
To be a Michigan resident.
Coming from Walmart, but stabbed in her right lower back area, and she's also pushed forward and hit her head. She's awake and talking to us.
The Grand Traverse County Sheriff Michael Shea said in a press conference that this did appear to be a random attack and would not comment on the mental condition of the suspect, who is in custody.
Based on the information that we have at this time, it appears there were random acts, that there was no, the victims were not predetermined. And again, that's based on...
Hey, y'all, I'm just going to call a spade right now. It probably was a random act. That is probably accurate. And in the world we live in today, with everything that's going on, I think there's going to be a lot more because I think a lot of these are products of mental breakdowns, right? I think a lot of people's minds, and that's why we talk about the mindset over here and the mission, because those are the things that will keep you anchored, keep you grounded. But I absolutely think that a lot of people are losing their damn minds, right? Because there's a lot going on up there. And this world is super confusing. There's a lot of noise to try to sift through. And it's hard to even know what you truly want because there's so many things distracting you and pulling you in all these different directions. It's hard to think clearly. God forbid something go wrong that you never even planned or predicted could go wrong, and you'll just snap just like that. And you see it happening in relationships. You see it happening with people getting laid off. You see it just happening with situations in life happening. I mean, shoot, anything. Nowadays, man, you get knocked out somewhere and you're freaking viral. Everybody knows you. So there's a lot of things that's going to be making people snap today. And I'm not saying that I know that that's what happened here, but basically what the sheriff, it sounds like, is saying is we don't know what the hell made this guy do this. Only he knows. But in this day and age, there could be a million reasons. Let's finish.
On the information we have at this time.
At least 11 people were stabbed with an apparent folding knife, 6 still in critical condition as of Saturday evening. Munson Healthcare posted to their social media that they are treating the 11 victims.
I just ran. I ran.
Meanwhile, as Anna, who has only been on the job for 2 weeks,
Thank
and
God
all
they're
the
just
other
injured.
employees ran for their lives, they're not sure how to move forward. All employees were sent home after the incident, and what they had to witness, they don't wish on.
Let me ask you guys a question though, because you guys ever notice how when one thing pops up on the news, they keep us distracted with it, right? You remember first it was the Russia-Ukraine thing that came out of nowhere, right? Then you remember every week you were looking, there was an active shooter now, right? Do you think that now all of a sudden there's going to start being a lot of mass stabbings? Because that's what typically starts to happen. I remember a time when every time you turned on the news, it was a shark attack. There usually every time you turn on the news, it was a new serial killer. It's like the news will just take these things and then they'll just run with them and run with them and run with them. And it's like they'll make it appear like this is a thing that's just so rampant now. So I wonder if this might happen with this. Just giving a theory. Okay, let's really finish now.
Anyone.
All I see is the lady covering her mouth because there was blood on it. I did not see her get stabbed, but I just saw blood coming out of her mouth.
The FBI said in a social media post that officials are responding to provide any necessary support, and the investigation continues.
We're just trying to work. We're just trying to shop. What is wrong with people? It's so hard to believe.
Just a terrifying situation for everyone involved. Governor Gretchen Whitmer taking to Twitter, also known as X, also weighing in. The governor saying, I'm in touch with law enforcement about the horrible news out of Traverse City. Our thoughts are with the victims and the community reeling from this brutal act of violence. I'm grateful to the first responders for their swift response to apprehend the suspect. Be sure to stay with 7 News Detroit for the latest developments on the Walmart stabbing.
And this is why, guys, I'll give my final thoughts. Now more than ever, when you're dealing with people, man, just try to be understanding, try to be kind, right? If you know what I'm saying, maybe he went to the club and he was like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And they were like, "Oh, get away." And maybe that could have made him snap. Who knows? But I'm being facetious, but I'm really just saying this to say that for one, definitely now more than ever, when you're out, keep your head on a swivel. You know, be situationally aware because to stab 11 people, like that 11th person, if this was in a crowd, I don't know how did he get you? You know, and this guy was like 42, which that's not old if you keep yourself in shape. But it's really a sad story. I'm glad nobody was killed. It sounds like there were at least half of those people in critical condition, which makes sense. Hopefully, these injuries aren't too life altering after they're able to get, the care that they need. But, it happens. It happens quite a bit. I mean, but it's always happened. But yeah, the only thing we can try to do is learn from it and be better moving forward. Just be situationally aware, as well as, just when you're dealing with people, let's look at each other as people, right? Let's not act like we're better or, treat people bad because they just may be different. But yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. And, I mean, if you can carry, carry. If you got some sense. 'Cause maybe I shouldn't advise that. I don't want some of y'all, I don't want y'all carrying. But we'll leave it there. Guys, if you want to join the Limitless Legion, subscribe to the channel. Also, I need you guys to like the video. Costs nothing, it's super easy. Helps a lot. Cash App is linked below if you want to buy your boy iced coffee. And also join the Patreon where I have exclusive self-improvement content and also post self-improvement content on the channel. But the Patreon is just that next level up. And until then, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.